I'm so out of practice. I'm so rusty. I haven't been streaming very much. I thought about just doing something like Balatro instead. But I was like, you know what? We better keep going. Better keep going with the story. I feel like I've just been playing a lot of Balatro. Oh, music is still kind of loud. Let's take it down a little. What was I saying? Oh yeah, playing a lot of Balatro still. I also did my taxes. So, I might actually get a little bit of money back this year. Not enough to really be of any major help, but who knows, maybe with that small amount of money, I'll buy Frostpunk DLC. Maybe. I would still like it to go on sale. I need to watch out for sales. Alright. Can't believe, yeah, I think we're very, very close to finishing this case, but we stopped right before. Is it really true? About my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. No way Ini could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your aunt, Morgan. That's terrible. Why would my aunt... Everything is... Is this gonna be Francisca? Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix, right? Aha. Miss Von Karma. Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Obviously for her father. Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. I mean, yes and no. Her dad definitely did it himself, but we also exposed the truth. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation? Ugh. Looking down on me, even though we're the same age? Oh, I forgot. They are indeed the same age. Are you done yet? Oh wait, this feeling. Are you done yet? Caused me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. Honestly, she hasn't been too bad so far. My goal is to defeat you, and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, I won't bring your father back. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. Then we'll know who the real winner is. It's me. It's gonna be me. Because the game ends if I don't win. Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Can you prove Miss Eeny Meeny had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Eeny Meeny and Dr. Gray only have one point of connection. That's the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Come on, Phoenix. Miss Meany, please testify to the court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, like, you wanted to, like, ask about my, like, motive. I, like, don't see the point in, like, bringing up the past. She's back to this whole act. Miss Meany, if you please. Okay, like, I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... I should have more water. I feel like every time I stream, I drink like a liter of water, which is good, which is kind of funny. I had to like refill up my water bottles before I started streaming. Excuse me, I need a little bit more. There we go. That's hopefully better. Last year's accident. That was like last year in May. Like something really bad happened at like my sister's clinic around then. And like the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. Ugh. Excuse me. I also didn't give myself very much time to eat before stream, so I feel like I always am like extra burpy and indigestion. I was like totally pooped too, so I fell asleep in the passenger seat. I like woke up because of a jolt, and it was like a sea of flames around me. I like opened the door and like got away. Yes, I think I've heard of this incident. It's all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year. Oh, now Phoenix knows about it, huh? Yeah, when they were talking about Dr. Gray drugging your sister? Ugh. Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip. Yes. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Meanie's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. I see. We can't prove Dr. Gray did it, so we can't prove it was revenge, I think is the logic. What kind of evidence? Hold on, let me see my evidence. Car accident. Driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. Totally tired, dropped off. Then there was this crash. I woke up in a huge sea of flames. Okay. So we're going to probably have to prove that the sisters are swapped. Yeah, I think we don't really need these drivers. Okay. It was like May. That was like last year in May. Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then? Yeah, like that was in May too. Like the thing with all the patients dying was like May 2nd. And like our accident was like on the 24th. Just within a month, huh? 2 accidents back to back. Do you assume it's a coincidence? My sis was like totally tired and that's why, duh. Like something really bad had happened at like my sister's clinic around then. She kind of just told us this already. Malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? Yeah. What was the cause of the mistake? Like, I heard it was because the medicines, like, got mixed up? Was that the fault of your sister, Mimi? Like, no way. Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis. That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi's fault. I mean, as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi is the one who made the mistake. But like, it really wasn't my sis. And like, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. You mean she was totally tired? You mean exhausted? Like, she had to talk to the police and was like being investigated like every day. It was like a totally terrible situation. No wonder then that the car accident happened. So, why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True, true. But like, I don't like have a driver's license. Haha, this is what I thought it was gonna be. She doesn't have a driver's license, but we know we have a photo from her supposed license, which means it is the swapperoo. This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Minnie. Miss Minnie, please amend your testimony. I wonder actually, because driving's not super common in lots of parts of Japan, because it's more densely populated, more trains and stuff. I wonder what like people mainly use for their IDs then, because I know that in the States you can use like a driver's license. Oh, hold on a second. I need to make a note of something. Most people use like a driver's license. You can use a passport, or you can use they also have like a state license if you don't have a driver's license. Although I just remembered I need to do this thing. It's called a real ID. Yeah, I need to look into that, because I think I'm gonna need one if I'm gonna fly again. I mean, not that I have any plans to fly anytime soon, but I just better do it before like it becomes mandatory, which I think is in May. So very, very close. If you live in the States, look into getting your real ID is what they're called. Although, well, I have a passport. Like, I think they said everybody needs a real ID. Whatever. Like, okay, anyway. I was like totally pooped too, so like I fell asleep in the passenger seat. Accident happened at night, correct? Yeah, like it was at like 1 a.m. or so, I think. I had like a paper due like really soon. So like I hadn't slept and was working like real hard. It was because the two of you were so tired that this accident happened. I like woke up because of a jolt and like it was a sea of flames around me. And your sister? What happened to her? I didn't see her. The car was like totally black and there was like a ton of smoke. I like had no clue what was going on. That would be very disorienting to wake up at an accident. I like opened the door and like got away. tell us more about your escape in detail. I like kept wanting to forget that time. So like I don't remember things about the accident in like detail anymore. Well, it's alright. No need to push yourself. You know what? I just thought of something. Part of the reason why I was also suspicious was so it's not evidence, but it's just like background information. They've shown us that scene of the car wreck, and in the car wreck you can tell that the driver's side is not in flames, but the passenger side is. But it just occurred to me that I was like, oh, but I wonder if they flipped the image, because in Japan, well, I don't know. Now I'm curious, because like I'm like, okay, so maybe that is correct. Maybe what I thought was suspicious about that isn't actually suspicious, because if it's Japan, then the driver's side would be on the right? Yeah. Yeah, wait. I don't know why I'm suddenly like, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, they're on the right. And they drive on the left-handed side of the road. Yeah. That is correct. I had to like be like, wait a minute, is that right? So maybe then in that image, okay, maybe the image is correct, and maybe they didn't even flip it, but maybe that's why she would have actually been in the passenger seat and she would have been able to escape. It wasn't like a weird deception. I think it was just like, I think I was reading too much into it, because I wasn't considering that it was Japan, not America. Well, if we see it again, I'll point it out. I think I like gave an interview after the accident. Like, that'd probably be the most accurate, you know. Although I guess I'm still kind of, the thing that still kind of confuses me, because I'm assuming the sisters swapped, is that, so if Eni really could drive and she fell asleep at the wheel, but why would Eni have actually fallen asleep at the wheel if Mimi was the one who got drugged? I guess we'll see. If it's that article, then I've already got it. I like didn't have my license, so like I couldn't take over driving for her. Aha. I assume this is where we're gonna present evidence. So that's why you're in the passenger seat. Like, yeah. I was like at my college's research lab till like really late. So my sis was like giving me a ride home. Let's see. Phoenix. Yeah, I know about the license photo. Alright. It's gotta be some sort of secret. Yes. Oops. I'm a little bit paranoid because my health is so low. So I assume it's gotta be the last one. Didn't have my license. Even though she already kind of said this at a different point, but this is the one, I assume. You didn't have your license, what's this? Miss Meanie, that was a lame lie just now. Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What's the meaning of this, Miss Meanie? That's right. Yeah, I had a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hody, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What? You talking about that perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake. Ugh. No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like last November. What? November? The accident happened last May. That's half a year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? What the? That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Meanie did not have a driver's license. Come on, Judge. Cry, and my whip will accommodate. Ooh la la. Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. I'm like, glad you get it, but like, even if I had my license, I like, don't think my sis would have like let me drive. Don't just go to yourself, Phoenix. Not you too, Mia. The whip and all that. Miss Meanie, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? That's because... I think the situation calls for more detailed testimony. Miss Meanie, if you please. You know, this case keeps bringing up something in my mind, which is, I have a family member who got into a car wreck because they fell asleep driving. I wasn't there, at the time, and they were fine, but they definitely, I think they totaled their car. Or I can't remember if they, well, I know that they totaled their car one time, but I don't remember if this is when they wrecked their car. But the same person had a history of starting to doze off behind the wheel. And I was definitely in the car a couple times when I thought they were about to fall asleep. And it was a little bit frightening. Like, how annoying. I think it was just like overwork and medical complications, but you know, it's very it's very nerve-wracking to have the driver start to fall asleep. Whew. And eventually, you know, you can make it sound like it's no big deal, but eventually it did end up being an accident, and it could have been really bad. Like, around that time, I was like really close to getting my license. My sis was like this totally big fan of cars and like really valued them. She like had just gotten this really shiny bright red sports car. She like would say things like, "No way am I letting a noob drive my car." So like that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night too. I see. Bright red sports car. Just like somebody else we knew, Mr. Edgeworth. Now then, defense may question the witness. Okay, not knowledgeable about cars, but here we go. Wouldn't be allowed. Like, around that time, I was like really close to getting my license. Oh, sorry. I'm still trying to fix my sleep a little bit. It's kind of early. I wasn't sure if I was gonna... Part of the reason why I thought about doing Balatro instead was that I was, oh, hello. Welcome. I was up late recently because I was watching a VTuber concert. And they were at nighttime because they were in Japan. So Japan time zone. It was really good. I was glad I watched it, but it's so hard to fix my sleep schedule. All right. Back to Phoenix Wright though. What do you mean by really close? Like, I had one of those permit things? I think that's what they're called. Permit. Wow, big name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is. Well, this lawyer never had a permit. Ugh. Ignorance is to be with. What's with her? All she said in the last minute is utter nonsense. So like, may I continue? My sis was like this totally big fan of cars and like really valued them. Hold it. She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car? Sounds like an expensive car. Well, like, she'd flip out at like a drop of rain. Oh. And like, she would notice if someone like touched the car door with dirty hands. All right, that's a bit excessive. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage? Press her. So why take such a special car? Why did she take special care of the car? How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car. A new car? Like, you wouldn't want to like get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer? I think the car's getting dirty is just a fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise. Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, alright? Well, Miss Meanie, what kind of car was it? She like, I just got this really shiny, bright red sports car. That's not a brand. It was a new car? Yeah. She had like just gotten it. It was like from the UK. Ooh, ooh la la. An import. The UK. Are those her boyfriend's initials? Judge? And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. That reminds me. You know what? I have a confession about what I was doing today. It's been a really long time, but I was like rereading some of my old favorite, some old fanfics I used to enjoy, including some Hetalia ones. Very nostalgic, but a little bit cringe, I guess. Guess her love for cars would be the next obvious topic. I don't know anything about cars. Oh yeah, I mean there's good cringe. Well, there's good cringes and there's bad cringes, you know? This is like a good cringe. It's like, it's not a bad one. It's a little bit goofy. Like, it could be worse. I mean, Hetalia, I like it, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily good. And same with like a lot of the fanfics and stuff. You know, I can enjoy it without it being good. Don't really know anything about cars. I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor. Yes. Please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony. The part about it being a special import car? Yes. Well, if you like cars that much, then that's not my point. I wonder if this is what their justification will be about the driver's side and the passenger side, maybe. maybe they're getting to the point I was addressing earlier. Miss Meanie, would you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. My sister's new car was like a totally special model from England. I yelled hold it pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. Ask for the heck of it. I wonder if this is gonna get to the driver's side being on the opposite. Let's start with this. Why are British cars good? Like, huh? They're expensive and their driver's seat is opposite to the cars here in... Aha! I wonder if this was like in the Japanese version. Or maybe in the Japanese version it was flipped and she got like an American import or something. Because you would think it would just be easier. I don't think that they would have added all this extra stuff if it was just because they changed the location to America. So it must have been, there must have been something similar in the Japanese version with the driver's side flip. Seems there's no benefit to owning one. Like, huh? I wish I could pull up that CG image to explain it better. This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it? You. What do you know? That sleek shape, the wild, the raw feeling, the manual... forgive me. Personality really changes at the drop of a hat. Might say at the drop of a beret. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. She, like, would say things like, "No way am I letting a noob drive my car." Was your sister good at driving? She was, like, totally awesome. She, like, said she was going to be the, like, racing queen of the nursing world. Somehow, I think she bumped my question off track again. I don't know, I feel like that kind of answered it. So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too. And that was when the accident occurred, correct? Like, yeah. I, like, immediately reached for the passenger side door. And fled, like, in a daze. Sounds like you had a terrifying time. There's something very big here. It's going to be hard to break apart with such a natural-sounding testimony. I think the hard thing is, like, I don't really have a lot of evidence going forward that I think is going to be relevant to her testimony. We already presented this. I assume we'll present this at some point. But I don't really know what else I have evidence-wise. That's going to be, like, relevant for this part of the investigation or of the trial. But we have to attack it, and by doing so, a flaw will show itself. It has to. You really think so? Believe. There is a path. I know it. Mia almost sounded like a prophet for a second there. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. What do you mean by really close? Like, I had one of those permit things? I think that's what they're called. Yeah, okay. We've seen this, okay. I just need to figure out what I'm presenting now. Like, can I continue? This was, like, totally a big fan of cars. Special model from England. I don't actually know what to ask about cars. Let me ask her again. Like, I assume this is the only evidence we have that's gonna be relevant. Two women's car crashed into a highway center divide. One of the women was not able to escape. Driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. Really tired, dropped off to sleep. And there was this crash, like I woke up. But I opened the right door. Aha! If she opened the right door, she would have been the driver. Okay, this is the proof. Although it doesn't really make sense for her to have that in her interview. That's silly. Okay. Oops. Okay, okay. Let me see if there's any others. Maybe it's the last one though. It's usually the last one. Let's try it. Music stopped. That's a good sign. Miss Meanie, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat? The left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's is on the left. That would be if it were an American car, but it's the opposite in a British car. Hello, hello. Opposite. The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be on the left side. I love this. I love when the music stinger kicks in like this. Can't really tell. I was trying to see if I could bob my head more noticeably, but you can't really tell at this angle. It just looks like I'm wagging my eyebrows if I try to bob my head. What do you mean by this? Miss Meanie, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Order. Order in the court. Order. Ah. Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Annie said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi. That is what Annie said, yes. But that is where her story falls apart. It's just very, like, it also just hits very satisfying when you know, like, the music cue changes. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix. Looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask a court a question. Eenie or Meanie? Who was really driving that night? Well, so I want to say Mimi was driving because this is Mimi. She's just pretending to be Eenie. The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said the witness, Miss Eeny Meeny, was the one in the driver's seat. Ooh, ow. I need to sit up straighter. My back has been not so good lately. I got this nice chair, might as well use it. Hold on, let me try and like sit back a little bit farther. Try and keep my back a little bit more against the chair. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should probably lay on my belly sometimes. Which leads us to the next question. The next question? Who's the person standing at the witness stand right now? Thank God. You know, sometimes Phoenix says things and it's very frustrating because I'm like, he's very dumb. But other times he's like, actually picking up what I want him to pick up, and it's a relief that we don't have to go through any extra questioning. What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I feel like I'm finally starting to wake up. This witness's name is... Oh. Look at all that health at risk. I'll tell you what her name really is. The witness's real name is... Oh. Mimi. Well, I don't mean like waking up. I just mean, well, I did have a little nap. Yeah, that is true. Like there's a couple times where it's hard to like find the actual specific evidence to like trigger the right line of reasoning, I guess. Or the right line of like events in the game. But I would say that this game is like, you know, I feel like for the most part, it lets you be a little bit ahead of Phoenix. Although I feel like I kind of called this twist fairly early. You know, I wish there was a way to like tell Phoenix in-game faster so he would just get to the point. But it could be worse. There's definitely worse offenders for like games or like, you know, anime or TV show protagonists who don't get it, and it's very frustrating if it takes too long. Mimi Meeny, that is your real name. Of all the foolish dribble. Then how do you explain her appearance? Witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery? Yeah, she did face off. This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. But Mimi died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Then, the body they found at the crash site. That was the body of the real Eeny. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi? Aha, here we go. Here's the image I was talking about for so long. Because I was like, you know, is it... This would be the driver's side. I wonder... They probably didn't... Would they have flipped the image? I was assuming that this is actually Japan. The drivers would have been on the opposite side. Oh well, I'm thinking too hard about like how they changed it in terms of like localization. Doesn't really matter, I guess. That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Ini. Her sister Mimi then stole her face and was reborn as Ini. I guess it doesn't actually matter, because from this perspective, like, it looks like the driver's side would have been in flames and the passenger side not. With this, she effectively erased Mimi from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of the nurse that died in the crash, Mimi. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi was in fact still alive. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if they were thinking about it too much. Because, I mean, technically, stuff like that is not necessarily evidence for me to use in-game. It was just something that I was thinking about, like, whether or not the driver's side mattered in that image. So this witness had to stop that from happening. At all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray. Oh man, I've lost her accent. Is that what you're saying? There we go. Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. Well, Miss Miss Von Karma? Why did you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? There she is, the real her. That's right. I admit it. My real name is Mimi. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi, too. So close. But why? She obviously didn't want the stigma of having killed a bunch of dead people. Yeah, I feel like last time I was trying to give them both a little Valley Girl, but I feel like Mimi has less Valley Girl than Ini. Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand. Mimi wanted her old self to disappear because of this. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. That timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. Yeah, I do actually feel pretty sorry for her in this. Although I don't really understand if it actually was her fault about the patient's death. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable. Plan beyond my wildest imagination. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo-jumbo. Mumbo-jumbo? Becoming Innie has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult, I hate it. I hate it all. Couldn't be me. I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as... Why did Miss Meanie choose to go with such a complicated plan? Why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay? This is preposterous. I'm perfect. Me, Franziska von Karma. Gonna enjoy the news tonight, Miss von Karma. How about you? Gonna be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Man, Phoenix is just really rubbing it in there. Ow! 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 Wow! 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 Ow! 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 I'm dead. Phoenix, hang in there. Phoenix! This court is a fraud, a sham. Now then. Looks like it'll be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness. So I'll go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Ah, we got her not guilty. I was kind of wondering if we would have to, like, interview Morgan again, but I guess not. Because she's technically an accomplice. Alright, that's all. Court's adjourned. Get out of here. Congratulations, Maya. Sis. Oh, that's right. Because Maya's usually the one channeling her, she doesn't get to see her. It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? One-san! One-san! I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just... Oops, sorry. I bumped the mic. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis... In my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. Familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. So one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. Huh. I think Mimi had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya who just committed a murder. Sounds like it would have been more or less the same. She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick! Congrats, Maya. Thanks. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know. But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I look forward to the next game when she's also, once again, in the same situation. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, now my aunt. Hey Nick, tell me. Tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Mimi with a plan like that? I don't understand it. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with the plan was... Do I have any evidence for this? This one... Hold on a second. Let me think for a second. I wonder if it's going to be in profiles, maybe. Maybe... Because we know why. She wanted her own... She didn't want to be the Branch family anymore. She wanted to be in charge? And I assume part of that is because I think she was saying that she doesn't have like a lot of spiritual power herself, but I think she wanted I assume she wants Pearl to be like the successor. I was gonna say it's either Pearl or it's either going to be Misty, but we don't have a profile for Misty, so I think it's gonna be Pearl. Pearl? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Kurain village. And that person will be you, Maya. And? But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And what would happen? The Branch family? No. Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. Next person would be Pearl. Oh, cool. You know, I think these are like little bonus things, but I feel like this is a very important one. So I'm glad. I don't know what would have happened if I messed it up. If they would have just been like, oh well, never mind. Everything was done for her sake. It was also Pearl could be the next master. Yeah, I can see that. I think she was saying... I thought so. Poor Maya. Like, Pearl is definitely, like, quite the, amazing spirit medium, but that just makes Maya feel like even more... Maya definitely has, like, a lot of problems with her self-confidence here. She's comparing herself to people who are, like, pretty crazy skilled. Like Francisca and Pearl. Like, Maya's pretty good at what she does. My precious Pearl. You're the only one suitable to be the master, Kurain, dear child. I sacrifice it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl. That Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. She's going to try again, eh? New episode. So, I haven't been streaming a whole lot recently, but I want to try and challenge myself to do something. I want to try to stream every day for 30 days straight. But as a result, that means that I may not do like terribly long streams. I might do some that are really short. Probably none that are going to be past 4 hours. We'll see. Who knows? World's greatest magician. The one, the only. Maximilian Galactia? He's gone. The magician's hot? We'll see about that. Yeah, I'm not too worried about health. I think it was just more like, I kind of had like a week to kind of do a little bit of extra bed rotting, but I'm like, you know what? I need to, I think I'll feel better if I'm a little bit more active doing stuff. Very big circus. Oh, Pearl's still with us. Oh, wow. It was like being in a dream. I haven't even caught my breath yet. Wow, that was amazing, wasn't it, Pearl? It was great. There was a dancing bear, and a tiger that jumped through a ring of fire, an elephant that rode a giant ball. Sounds like the circus is doing some animal abuse, like usual. Not to mention that guy who flew through the air. Yeah, Max Galactica. It was absolutely fabulous. I can't tell if Phoenix is here too. Huh? Max? Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician. Magician? No, a magician. Mr. Nick. Yeah? Does magic have anything to do with channeling spirits? I don't think it has anything to do with channeling. You don't know about magic, do you, Pearl? I'm sorry. I braved the winter cold and took Pearl to see the circus. I definitely would like Maya to stay with us, but I'm kind of growing attached to Pearl too. But I'm not going to try and do like a super high-pitched voice like I was before, because that kind of wears me out. Been 6 months since that terrible incident in Kurain village. And it was during that trying time that I met Pearl. It's hard to explain, but something about like Max here in the back. It's like a slightly different like anime style than we usually see in this game. Thankfully, she seems to be recovering from it and is returning to her normal self. Ah, time to go. You're right. Can't miss the last train. You know what? I'm not sure if I've ever actually been to a circus. Pearl, you remember the train? Of course I did. But I don't really understand what everyone means by express train. Well, Nick, see you later. Come by to help clean the office. It's gotta be spotless for the new year. Isn't her hometown like 2 hours away? That's a long, like, I feel like she's, well, maybe she only came for the circus, but that could be a very long way to travel every single time. I mean, to be honest, I've never really, like, desired to go to the circus that much. Ugh, let me have a little sippy of soda. Like, I feel like it's just one of those things that's so ingrained, like, secondhand through different kinds of media. Like circuses and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't think I've ever actually been to one. I'm not sure if I've even been to anything like very circus-y, you know? Like, I don't know if I've been to any like acrobatic performances or clown shows or magician shows or anything like that. Don't worry about it, really. You gonna pay a visit, You're gonna visit Mr. Nick on New Year's? Maybe. Wow. Glad you get to spend your New Year's with your special someone. Pearl. Look, it's time to go. Oh, maybe Maya's not staying with me. Maybe she's going back to the village with Pearl. Happy New Year, Mr. Nick. Happy New Year, huh? I really hope it'll turn out that way. Yeah, maybe. Although, I don't know, because, like, is it fun, like, if you see a magic show, is it fun if you, like, learn the tricks? I feel like that's one of those things where, like, I kind of want to know how it's done. Well, today wraps it up for this year. I hope I can finish cleaning this place up in one day. Oh yeah, it's my phone from the prologue chapter. Or I guess it was just the first chapter. But it was kind of the tutorial one. Beep. Hello? Wah! Nick, it's terrible. Oh, Maya, perfect timing. Things are terrible here too. Huh? The office is a terrible mess and I have to clean it up. What are you talking about? My dirty office? What are you talking about? Listen, Nick, you have to turn on the TV. The TV? Now, let's check in at the scene. What happened? We're here at the very big circus. The very big circus has become a center of a sensational murder. I keep thinking that, like, very big is just their funny way of saying very big circus. The scene has created quite a stir among the throngs of excited onlookers. The very big circus. Oh, okay. Phoenix thinks so too. Yeah, I guess I was trying to think what I've been to that's like a circus. I mean, like, I think I've been to, like, a little, like country fair kind of thing, or, like, summer festival that comes around sometimes. You know, the kind of events where people have, like, deep fried foods, or, like, they assemble, like, little carnival rides, I guess. Because I don't even know what I would, like, really do at, like, a circus these days. I mean, obviously there's shows to watch, but I was just saying, like, I don't know what shows would actually interest me. That's the circus we went to, right? They're saying that there was a murder. Yeah, they arrested him too. Arrested who? Max. They arrested Max Galactica. That is a good, Maximilian Galactica is such a good, stage name. But it also makes me think of, Maximilian Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh! But Galactica also sounds like it would be like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Character name. Popular magician who can fly through the sky at will. Oh. Maya said she was a huge fan of Max. That playing card on his cape just makes me think of, or on his jacket, just makes me think of Balatro, though. Balatro. Alright, Nick. I'll see you in 2 hours at the detention center. Huh? What? See you there. Still got plenty of time to clean up your office later. What? Yeah, I'm kind of like been going back and forth. Like I was back on my Balatro. I might need to like take a break from it again though. I guess Maya is coming back into town frequently to help me with cases, but I don't know if she's staying in town or if she's staying at the village still. How's the bellboy doing? I was saying earlier that I actually did my taxes and I get a little bit of money back. It's not enough money to be like very helpful for things, but I am debating buying the Frostpunk DLC, even though I would really still like to wait for it to go on sale. Because I kind of am like, I don't really have anything else to do in Frostpunk right now. I mean, I guess I could do like a couple of other endings, but I kind of got the endings I wanted already. But I still like am itching. Like I just have a little bit more Frostpunk itch to scratch, you know? So I'll think about it. Alright, guess we're going to detention. What are they talking about? Why did they arrest Max? You're asking the wrong man on that one, Maya. I also, like I was saying before about doing a lot more streams, I need to do, like, art streams, too, again. Oh, excuse me, I'm all burpy now. Let me drink some more water. Because I was having another little art block, but I just need to kind of push through it a little bit. Maybe use his magical skills to deal death with a sleight of hand. Maximilian Galactica would never do such a thing. Fabulous! What the young lady just said was absolutely fabulous! What a clever girl! Such a fabulous understanding of events. Oh boy. Okay, well thank you. Have a good one. Oh! Welcome to the visitor's room. It's Max. Look, it's really Maximilian Galactica. Alright, sweetie. Pick a card. Any card. He called me sweetie. Swoon. Nick. Ahahaha. Time's running out, sweetie. Pick a card. Any card. This one. Uh-huh. I thought you would pick that one, sweetie. The Ace of Hearts. Ah, he got it. He got it, Nick. Look. What can I say, sweetie? You've stolen one of my most valued possessions. One of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. Ah, Max, swoon. Well, time to make this an absolutely fabulous time. What do you mean he's a murderer? If we're defending him, he's gotta be innocent, right? Nobody we defend has ever been a murderer. Max, you should let Nick pick a card. I don't think I want to steal one of his hearts. And you are. How silly of me. You must be Sweetie's driver. Driver? Whatever. Hurry up and pick a card. Any card. Although I have joked about that too, about like, what if we're defending somebody and they just actually are the murderer? You know, like, will we drop the case or will we keep defending them? This one. So, sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to this visitor's room to visit me, didn't you? Well, yeah. I'm your biggest fan. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much. What about my card? Think of it as a souvenir. Well, Nick, I think it's time to get to work. What's the matter, Nick? Why are you looking at the ceiling? I'm just thinking about what I should have for lunch. Maybe that bento box lady's around from the other game. Sweetie, drop Porcupine Head over there. Shower me with your attention, okay? Oh, okay. Absolutely fabulous. Man, this guy is not helping me not think about Balatro. Do you ever, like, play those kinds of games so much that, like, you start to dream about them? Or, like, when you're, like, trying to go to sleep, you're just thinking about Balatro strategies? That happens to me sometimes when I, like, when I was in my Frostpunk phase, or when I was in my... I'll allow it. I added the permitted term junkie to my stream channel. the channel filters caught junkie. Yeah, like when I was in my Frostpunk phase or Balatro, like sometimes I would have to like very small dream segments, like not a lot, just like thinking, and you know, I'd be thinking about strategies for playing it when I go to sleep. It happens too when I'm like in the middle of a art piece that I really like, or that I'm like really going back and forth on fixing up. I'll have a hard time falling asleep thinking about it, and then I might have like a small dream about it. Man, this guy is so cringy. So who'd you kill? Max, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about yourself. Fabulous. I think we should get to know each other better too. Why don't you come sit next to me? There's a big piece of security glass between us. You know, my original intent for this guy was, to be giving him a little bit more of like a gay demeanor, but I guess he's straight. Oh, sweet Jeebus. What in the world? If only I could use magic, then I could make this wall disappear. What is he talking about? His makeup is pretty fabulous. Anyway, lately you've been awfully famous, haven't you, Max? That's Maximilian to you, Porcupine Head. Get it straight. These people nowadays get their panties all in a bunch over nothing. Anyway, Maximilian, you won a very prestigious award recently, did you not? I did indeed. It was fabulous. I won the Magician's Grand Prix, held by the Association of International Magicians. It's an award that recognizes that I am the most fabuloso of fabulous world magicians. There was a trophy and a bust. It was fab. I mean, it was an amazing day. Wow, that's incredible. Isn't it? I'm certifiably the greatest magician in the world. I guess he didn't win a trophy for the most modest magician. Very big circus. You signed an exclusive contract with the Very Big Circus, correct? What if the guy who owns it is named Very Big? That sounds like something this game would have. That's the long and short of it. You sure do your research, sweetie. I'm impressed. You can't just watch a magician on TV, you know? Magic is so fabulous. You have to see it with your own eyes, sweetie. You're right. You're so right. However, the circus, it's a dinosaur. A thing of the past. Nowadays, no one even cares about what goes on there. Huh? What do you mean? That's why I signed the contract. That's why you signed the contract? Thanks to me, the Very Big Circus is fabulously popular. People come out in droves to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Galactica. I revived the dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it was just another magic trick. Isn't it just wonderful, sweetie? Okay, you know what? Here's a weird opinion. I feel like clowns, jesters... Hold on, wait, what was the other one I was thinking of? Clowns, jesters, mimes. They have a very different vibe, you know? They encompass like similar things and a similar look. But I feel like they have a different vibe. Cause like, I'm not... Cause like clowns, I'm like, no thanks. Like I'm not like that afraid of clowns. I just don't particularly like them. But jesters, I think are really cool, you know? Oh, jokers, that's the other one I was thinking of. Jokers and jesters, way better than clowns. That's my lukewarm take. That's my room temperature opinion. Like, jesters, kind of cool, actually. Clowns, kind of weird. But then again, the other thing about clowns is, like, I feel like it's a very American thing to associate clowns with, like, a lot of horror. Like, like, obviously, there's very popular movies like It that are, or like Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and, like, the covers of those movies used to scare me quite a bit. Why is the screen flashing? And I think it's just a very, what is it called? Colorophobia? Fear of clowns? Like, I don't have that, but I think it's just more common in America. You know, when you said that, Jester served in medieval times, I thought you were talking about the, the entertainment venue, Medieval Times. I was like, do they have jesters at medieval times? I've never been. I would be interested in going to one someday. I've never been to a, like a Renaissance fair either. I'd be willing to go to one once, even though, like, I like some medieval stuff, but I'm not sure if, like, Ren fairs are, like, quite the vibe I would enjoy. Like, I've never been to a Medieval Times. I don't know what they have there. I mean, there's gotta be a show. But I thought it was, like... Yeah. Anyway, that was my little opinion about clowns, jesters, and jokers. You know? Or if you want to be all French, what is it? Pierrot? I can't French accent to save my life. Because Pierrot, I feel like, is kind of like... It's kind of mime-ish, but kind of jester looking. But, you know, those things are cooler than just clowns. Like, I'm not a big fan of, like, the rainbow hair afro. The afro wig and the clown nose. Anyways, back to Max. Maximilian. I made all the old crusty circus performances obsolete. I kind of like the circus performances. Maya looks a bit down. Stop meeting your heroes, Maya. No, I'm not a big like giant shoes or like baggy trousers or... So tell me what happened at the Very Big Circus. Ah, last night, the ringmaster was murdered. He kind of does have a slightly like... I don't know what it is. He's not exactly Sephiroth looking, but maybe it's just because he's so like fabulous. And Sephiroth has kind of like a fabulous, beautiful style to him. Oh, his name is actually Barry. No wonder. The ringmaster, you mean Russell Barry? I think it's also like the eye shape. Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over on the ground. Even though it was the middle of the night, the police presence was fabulous. Oh yeah, the giant collar too. I see it, I see it. The framing. I think it's also like maybe these like kind of like parted hair vents. Like if his hair was more like flat on top too. I guess that makes me Cloud, huh? Because I got the spiky hair. Actually, now that I think about it, Edgeworth kind of has like these kinds of bangs too. And his hair is silver. Or it's gray. The police questioned me at length. Questioned you about what? About everything. I was the last one to see the ringmaster before he was murdered. I saw him last evening in his room. Ooh la la! So then, why were you arrested? Arrested? Don't make an anthill out of a mountain. Or wait, I've said that wrong. Don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie. I just wanted to consult me on matters. That's all. Nick. I don't think Max understands how serious this is. He's right. I think I should shock him back to reality. Before the murder, you met the ringmaster? Uh-huh. What did you talk about? Things that aren't for your ears. He was having a crazy love affair. I knew it. Maya, would you ask him? What'd you talk about with the ringmaster? It was nothing. Small talk, really. Aw, man. They were getting down and dirty. Doing the naked shimmy. We were just having a little chat about my salary. Salary? I'm the one bringing in the crowds. I think I should be compensated as such. You agree, don't you? Yeah. That's all. Oh, the Phoenix. That's all you talked about? Of course. It was a fabulous chat. Oh, I forgot we had this mechanic. At least he stopped throwing cards at me. Just fabulous. I mean, ugh. Now he's got me saying it. What's the matter, Nick? You look all bent out of shape. Oh yeah, Maya wouldn't know about this. Alright, well... How old even are you? Aren't you a Zoomer? Isn't Fetch too old for you? Are you even a Zoomer or are you an Alpha? You're not? That's shocking. Wait. Sigma's not actually what they call what comes after Alpha. I think Zoomers now are like proper adults. I think most Zoomers are like how old are Zoomers? Are they not 20 to 30? I think they're more like 18 to 28 or something like that. Maybe 16 to 26, I guess. This guard monitors the visitor's room. I mean, So people tend to actually misuse like generations nowadays. Like people joke about, you know, people say boomers when they just mean old or old-fashioned. But you know, like boomers are like what my parents actually are. Or at least maybe my stepmom. She's a bit older. But like I'm a legitimate millennial. Zoomers, I mean, it just because it comes from like Generation Z, right? Because millennials are Generation Y. But I think it was just called that because Zoomers rhymes with boomers. Like, I don't think it necessarily means you have to be like a TikTok person. Like, there's plenty of like TikTok millennials. I mean, I don't think it's like super Twitter related. I think it's just like what people have started calling them for a while. Like, I think even my dad would know like Zoomer and stuff. I think you just watched Mean Girls recently. That's your problem. If you watched Mean Girls and you liked it, well, I don't know. I was gonna suggest you watch Heathers, but maybe not. Heathers is like a similar premise. That's a very different movie. You've never even seen Mean Girls and you're trying to push it? That was never a thing. Let's see, what's a good word that needs to come back? I'd like to say rad. Not necessarily radical, just like to say things are rad. Maybe cool beans. I'm just kidding. We don't need to keep cool beans. Cool beans can stay in the past. No, tubular's not very good. That one kind of sucks. I think just rad. Cool. You like cool beans? Do you like awesome sauce? Gucci beans? I don't think Gucci beans is a thing. Or I think that might be just your thing. What's that badge? Is it used for a disappearing act? Trademark? Oh. Okay, I have to be careful, otherwise I'm gonna incur a fee if I say it. An attorney? Then why are you wasting your time talking to me? Alright, let's go investigate. Alright. Oh. Anyway, I've been curious about something for a while now. Oh, okay, maybe that was necessary to progress the story. What's that? Why do you keep looking at me with such a sad look on your face, sweetie? Because you've been arrested for murder. Oh, don't be ignorant. They wouldn't arrest somebody like me. Why is that? Obviously, because I'm the fabulous Maximilian Galactica. So? I'm the very big star of the very big circus. I'm a very big star of a very big circus. And that means I'm rich. I'm paid fabulous sums. Which means what? No, I don't think he's not gonna be Southern. Quit joking around. You've got to be pulling my magic wand. Oh. I was gonna say, is that like yanking your chain? Or does that mean... Because it kind of sounds like he's saying, like, you're pulling my dick here. Is that a phrase? Is that an actual phrase? I'm like, that sounds like a phrase, but now I'm like, surely that's not what people say. You must be yanking my noodle. You must be tugging my canoodle. The police aren't really serious about all this, are they? They don't arrest people. Oh, wait. They don't arrest people as a joke. My accent bleeding over there. Look at Max. He's crushed. Well, he needed to wake up and smell the coffee. This is serious business. Yeah? Porcupine, I mean, sir, you're a lawyer, right? Yeah. I'm an attorney. Please, help me. I didn't kill nobody. Didn't kill nobody? I may be more spoiled than a hog and a hamburger mud pit. Oh man, is this guy actually gonna be Southern? I may be more spoiled than a hog and a hamburger mud pit. But a killer? That's insane. I could never. I'm not gonna keep him Southern. I just wanted to do that for that phrase. I swear, I just wanted to pay off my daddy's debt. He's back on the farm. Oh my god. I can't win. This guy is gonna be Southern. He's gonna be country no matter what. Oh, okay. I'll take your case. Really? Really? Thank you much. Y'all are such nice folks. It doesn't suit him at all. Max? Yes? What's your real name? It's Billy Bob Jones. Ah! What's the matter, Maya? It's really just a country bumpkin. That's me, Billy Bob Jones. I must apologize for not being my absolutely fabulous self just now, sweetie. Huh? Mr. Attorney? Yes? A few minutes ago, you took one of my cards, didn't you? Now that you mention it, I did take a card. It was the 10 of Hearts, right? What? You got it right. What can I say? You two must have stolen some of my most valued possessions. 10 of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. Sure do have a lot of hearts, don't you? Haha. Putting my faith in you, sweetie. He didn't call me sweetie, did he? Alright, let's make this an absolutely fabulous case. Come on, Nick. Alright. Yeehaw! We're at the circus. Very big circus. We're here again. Yep, this time we're here for work. Hasn't been that long since the crime, so police are still on the scene. Let's find someone who might know something about what happened. Sounds like a plan. Weird ass bird noises. Look, it's Max. Even when you don't want to see him, poof, he's right in front of you. Sure, the sign says Very Big Circus. But looking around, it might as well be Cirque du Galactica. Stars on his cheeks sure are dreamy. How about I draw a star on your cheek, Nick? I've got a marker. No, it's alright. Circus tent? Very Big Top is so, very enormous. Yeah, one look at the huge tent looming over you and you realize this is a circus. I know, it really gets your blood pumping, doesn't it? Huh? Snacks in. They have hot dogs, hamburgers, and drinks. Not to mention candy, popcorn, even snow cones. Oh, I love snow cones. I want a slushie. Who would eat snow cones in the middle of winter? Me? Nick, do you think we can buy some snow cones? Look around. There's tons of snow piled up all around here. Yeah, wait a minute. There's no syrup, though. I want the syrup. Hopefully she doesn't notice that discolored snow in the corner. That's not syrup. No, I have not been. Nick, the entrance is right here. My circus is closed today. No clowns, no elephants, no shows. I know that. Nick, you can get your picture taken with Dolly the elephant. There's no Dolly. Not today. I know that too. Oh well. I'll just have to take a picture with whoever I stumble across. Not like we're here on business or anything. Box office where they sell tickets. Oh. They also sell programs. Forgot to buy one when we came to the circus last time. Why don't you buy one now? Sounds like a plan. Looks like I forgot my wallet. You want me to buy one for you? If you want me to buy it for you, just ask already. I'd never do that to you, Nick. What is this, like me and my dad? Nudge, nudge. This door must lead to the lodging house. No entry to unauthorized personnel. Do you really need to say no entry if no one's actually entering? Almost like a Zen riddle, isn't it, Nick? No? I'm not even gonna justify that question with a response. Why do all the stars stay at the lodging house? Balloons. Most streamers do a nice job introducing the circus performance. Maximilian Galactica and his comical comrades. You know, I don't really see too many streamers nowadays, do you? Guess it depends what kind of streamer you're talking about, Nick. You're right. I haven't seen one in ages. Although, I also find it kind of unlikely. It seems like it's a very common thing to have these kinds of banners, yeah? But they stopped using them due to little kids climbing up to the top. I don't think that's why. Let's see. Lodging house. Plaza. Seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay. Really? So we might run into that stoogey clown here? He's so kooky. I mean, they're pretty much just trailers. I don't know if it's that nice. Ah! You too. That's what I thought. Oh, Gumshoe. How's it you guys always seem to know when I'm working a crime scene, pal? Because you're always working, detective. Well, I'd rather not always be working. But with crime, you don't make your own hours. No, Gumshoe is like a not a saying, but it's like a thing. Because you're like hitting the street. It's just another way. It's just like a nickname for detective. Oops, sorry. I keep bumping the mic today. Because like I guess the implication is like, oh, you're walking around. Gumshoe is a term for a rubber-soled shoe. Oh. I always thought it was because it was like you're walking around so much, you get gum on your shoes or whatever. But apparently that's just what the shoes are called. No, sorry, I keep bumping up against my mic a little bit. Interesting. I actually didn't know that part. If I have to be at a circus anyway, I want to see the lion tamer and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, Show is always the same. Dead body, stage left. Nick, he complained. That's a rarity. Is it? Does he not complain very much? Anyway, let's get back to business. Tomorrow's trial. It's kind of funny because on my end, whenever I brush the mic, obviously I don't hear it. Doesn't sound like anything, but for you guys, it definitely sounds like a weird muffly noise, like if I just kind of brush up against it like that. I mean, it has like the filter thing on it. It just has like a little fluffy. It's not like a super fluffy. It's like a foam filter on it. So that's what the noise is specifically. So, you know who will be the prosecutor in court tomorrow? Of course, it'll be Miss Von Karma. Of course. Oh man, she isn't gonna hit me with her whip again, is she? What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. Oh yeah, this guy probably has to see her all the time. Yeah, I think Von Karma's gonna be our main, not antagonist or rival, but I guess the main prosecutor for all these cases. Man, you're a little freaky, huh? I don't know if he's lucky to get whipped all the time. Chin's up at the precinct. The sound of that whip never ends, pal. Ow. I should put pointy things down. I always do this. I always pick up pointy things when I'm streaming. She is. She's actually very, very pretty. I like her. I don't know if I'd want to work with her, though. Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure Miss Von Karma's really interesting and all that, but, there's someone else I'd rather talk about? Like who? Like Mr. Edgeworth, of course. That's what I was gonna say. I wonder if Edgeworth is gonna come back in this game or if we have to wait for the next game. You know, Nick's true rival, Miles Edgeworth. Does she ship them? What in the world happened after I went back home? Oh, Mr. Edgeworth? You haven't heard what happened to him. Nick won't tell me. But to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore. He's not around? Nick, what does it mean that Mr. Edgeworth isn't around? Exactly what he said. He's not around. Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again, okay? Oh man. So angsty. Nick? Ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he? Yep, last night around 10 p.m. He died outside in the cold. Pretty sad way to go if you ask me, pal. Outside, huh? It was rather cold. This is the scene of the crime, pal. Body was found right over there. Right about to where you're standing now. Oh. Huh. Surprised you, didn't I? I guess. Actually, I wonder if it's behind Maya here. That's like the outprint of a, like the outline of a body. I'm not laughing. Oh no, I don't think it is. I think it's just some gaps in the snow. Excuse me, but do you mind telling me what happened to the victim? He was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal. Yeep. It's pretty clear cut as far as murders go. He was discovered quickly. Birds actually can be pretty active in the winter. But I think the bird noises in this game are very strange. And they definitely repeat very fast. Pretty clear cut. Oops. Yeah. But there's just one thing that doesn't quite fit. Huh. Always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit. something unusual. So what didn't fit? The thing you mentioned earlier. Footprints, pal. Footprints. Is it giant clown feet? Oh. Look at this picture. Look at this photograph. What's this? This box? Wooden box under the body? No clue, pal. Some forensic... I can't read all of a sudden. Some forensics experts took it back and are now examining it. So what's so mysterious about the footprints? Whoa, calm down. Take a look at the footprints in the picture. Victim's footprints are on the scene. Yeah, I guess there's only his footprints? Problem is, the killer's footprints aren't there. It was Jesus. Case closed. He's already been executed for his crimes. Bingo. I hope people understand that reference. Like if you're walking on a beach and there's like a single pair of footprints because Jesus is walking with you or whatever. Isn't that what they say? I don't remember. Where did the killer come from? Where did the killer go? Obviously, there's no way the killer committed this crime while flying. Flying culprit? I did go to church when I was younger. I was quite a good church kid. I'm just very bad at speaking. Like I can see it in my head, but it's another thing to like try and explain what I'm talking about. Jesus. Footprints, beach. What is it exactly what they say? Wait, is it supposed to be that you own... When you only see one set of footprints, that's when I carried you. Something like that. I was like, wait a minute, is it because Jesus is invisible? Or he walks in your footprints? Or is it that when you're alone, you're supposed to see a second pair of footprints because Jesus is walking beside you? Maybe it's either. When you only see one set of footprints, that's when I carried you. Oh, I guess that is what you're... I guess it is just that. I guess... Maybe it's slightly different than I thought. Or maybe there's two different versions of it. One where Jesus carries you and one where there's a second pair of footprints because he walks beside you. More research needed. Jesus is spending too much time on the beach. That's all I know. Anyways, something clicked in my head. You can tell I haven't streamed in a while because I'm really being weird today. There's no way. Flying's impossible. That's right. Flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible. Ha ha. I think I'm usually pretty normal. I think it's when I don't stream for a couple days that I start to say like really weird things. So I've had too much time to think. But not enough time to think before I speak. What's with that hollow laugh, pal? I didn't mean anything by it, pal. Better stated, it means I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I can get some info about Max out of him. Picture of the crime scene. It was definitely Jesus. Either because there were no footprints, or there was only one track of footprints, or because... I don't know. Wait, who are my people? Age 21. Fabulous. What's his name again? Billy Bob? Billy Joe? I think it was Billy Bob. Oh, alright, we're good there. Check this out. Come on, you flashed that badge at me so many times it doesn't work anymore. I should try wearing a different badge every now and then. So true. Well, I do have a Steel Samurai badge with me. How about that one? Can't believe she's still a Steel Samurai fan after everything. I'll only wear it if Detective Gumshoe carries a Steel Samurai police badge. Then it's a deal. I hear Detective Gumshoe has a has that very badge. What? Don't look at me like that. You're making me nervous. Anything else about this? Nope. Alright. I feel like I need to, like, exercise my eyes. I'm getting, like, I'm really squinty today. Which I know is true for most days, too, but... Circus stage sure doesn't look this small from out in the audience. This is where they all perform, huh? Nick, do some somersaults. I'm not doing any somersaults. Why not? You look like you'd be great at it. Why do I look like I'd be good at somersaults? Somersaults aren't hard, though. You just roll. Sure. Huh? Nick? Wasn't me. A tiger? Yeah, I was about to say, like, back when I went to see my, nieces and nephews, I went to, their, like, gym? I went to they had, like, a gymnasium where they do, like, gymnastics, but it's also kind of their daycare. And, it's been like 15 years, and I tried to do a cartwheel and I couldn't quite do it right. But you know, like we got out on the floor and I tried to play around a little bit without hogging the equipment, you know, because it's for kids. It's for like kids under 5. So or at least under 10, but you know, the kids were like hanging kind of upside down. So I kind of would try to like hang upside down too. Not like hang from like a height, but just like they had these big like gymnastic blocks and stuff that you could kind of play on, and like ladders across it that you could kind of hang off of. So the girls were like they were kind of hanging upside down on that, being little monkeys. So I went over there and I was a monkey with them. So I went over and I kind of put myself dangling off the block upside down, and I kind of went and I kind of did the because they didn't know me very well. They'd only met me once before and they were really shy. So I was really trying hard to like win their trust, and I think that helped. I think being a monkey like helped the most in terms of getting their trust. And then I told them that monkeys throw their poo at people. I think monkeys are kind of weird in real life, but pretending to be a monkey is pretty fun. It's pretty silly to pretend to be a monkey. Ah, he's coming this way. Mr. Tiger. Oh, you can kind of hear him growl. Wow. Nick, you're too young to die. Nick. Stay. Stay. Heal. Wow. I'm still here. I'm not dead yet. Nick, are you okay? Haha. Scared you, didn't I? Oh. Regent is such a cute tiger, isn't he? I feel like I'm giving all the circus people like a very similar inflection. What's the matter? You two sure are quiet. Don't what's the matter me. Nick, he almost died. Huh. He wasn't anywhere close to getting hurt, let alone dying. This little tiger hardly ever bites people. Besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger, right? So if you think about it, you're actually really lucky. I like her design. Huh? You agree, don't you? Got like her baton is kind of like magic girl looking. I guess. What do you mean you guess? Why are you agreeing with her? Woohoo! Your costume, huh? It's cute. I want to try it on. Actually, Maya's the kind of thing that I think I would also expect at a circus, like a fortune teller or like a mystic or a medium. Costume? You mean my clothes? You don't mind letting me try it on, right? I guess not. Really? You're the best. Wow. Well, what's Maya supposed to wear if you take your clothes? I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Regina Berry, the renowned animal tamer of the Berry Big Circus. My name's Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium. Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. When you put us next to an animal tamer, I bet we look really odd. Nice to meet you. Uh-huh. Likewise. Oh, she must be related to the owner? Regina, what do you know about last night? You mean the murder? Yeah. My dad was murdered. See, wait, did she just say? So, the ringmaster was your... Yep, that was my dad. She was very suspicious. I'm sorry about what happened to him. Why do you say you're sorry? Huh? Anyways, everyone was here practicing last night. Even your dad? Yep, everyone was here. We finished up around 10 p.m. After that, everyone went off on their own. I was the only one who stayed around here. Why'd you do that? I was playing with Regent. Wow. So she was with the beast. That's when the police showed up. When they took me to check things out, Dad was dead. Someone whose father was just murdered. She seems awfully perky. But she'd tell us more about her dad. Let's learn about her first. That's incredible, you're an animal tamer. If you say so. It has to be really scary. Scary? Why? Huh? Regent isn't scary, he's cute. Ever since Leon died, Regent has been my best friend. Leon? Yeah, Leon the lion. Leon the lion, Regent and Regina. Interesting name choices. Leon died? Yeah, actually he was killed. My dad killed him. What? This is a different kind of drama than I was expecting. Why'd he do that? I'm not sure why he did it. This chapter is turning into Tiger King very fast. It's tough not to get charmed when she looks at you with those innocent eyes. What about this? Hey, you want to see your dead dad? I guess she doesn't. Nope. No secrets yet. Hmm. Oh yeah, we didn't look around yet. Lights? I love lights. Whenever I appear under the spotlight, everyone claps for me. That's because everyone knows you're cute. No, I'm not cute. You're cute. Me? Of course. I'm sure you'd make an incredible heroine. Really? You think so? Nick, did you hear that? Me. A heroine. What about Nick, Regina? Nick? He's no hero, is he? Ouch. Thanks a lot, Maya. You didn't even call me cute, too? What the heck? Look, that's where Max comes out of during the show. Gotta admit, that was a pretty cool effect. Planning for me to start coming out of the lion during the show. That's great, Regina. Yeah. I'll ride on Regent's back and jump out of the lion's mouth. I want to try it too. I'll ride on Nick's... I'll ride on Nick's back and jump out of the lion's mouth. Girl? Sometimes I wonder. Girl, what are you talking about? I don't know why. I could just picture it so clearly in my mind. Kids are kind of far away, don't you think? Like Nick prancing around on all fours. Maya on his back. They're so silly. They are, but it also means that lots of people could fit in the big top. He's right. We can fit 500 people into a show. Yeah, I know. I had to make it clear because I'm like, no, not a piggyback. He's got to be running on all fours like a tiger. 500. That's amazing. Flying around above that many people is a real rush. Excuse me. Oh, Yannies are coming back. At least that's what Max said. Of course. Ladder? Just a step ladder. What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick to the basic facts of the matter. Oh, okay. Not even worth arguing. I don't know, I feel like if it's this tall, that's just a ladder, right? I feel like a step ladder is only like 2 or 3 steps tops, right? Doesn't seem to be anything here that can help us. No clue. Now, I've been meaning to ask you, what exactly do you mean when you say clue? What are you looking for? Bloody chainsaw, for instance? Well, definitely none of those here. Although if we did find a bloody chainsaw, I don't know how much help it would be because it's not the murder weapon. That'd be a whole different problem. Rope. Probably for tightrope walking. Really? That's a bit strange. There weren't any tightrope walkers in the show when we saw it. Oh, excuse me. Hold on, I should drink more water. I think that's pretty much everything here. Oh yeah, you asked how I exercise eyes? Open my eyes really, really big. Open your eyelids high, as big as you can. And just keep staring. That's how I stretch my eye. I'll see her again. Yeah. I could have adjusted my model if I wanted to make the eyes always look really big. But I think it's better if you can tell that, like, you know, they're not always at full eyes. Wait, that's not where I meant to go. I was gonna just check with Gumshoe real fast. Nope. Nothing new here. What do I have? Nothing? Alright, maybe I should go back to detention. Blah, 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 blah. I feel like I wouldn't have enough evidence to do the locked thing yet. Oh. We gotta go back to the office, I guess. Alright, we've got lots of things we have to look into. Do we? No time for slacking. Let's get going. Okay. Oh no, she's being gloomy again. What's the matter? You seem down. Maximilian Galactica. Who would have guessed he was just a country bumpkin? Oh, that's what you're mad about? Or sad about, I guess? So, now what do we do? Huh? There are lots of things we can do. Go to the scene of the crime, talk to the witnesses, gather evidence. That's a good point. Guess you're right. We still don't even know what happened in the first place. We don't have any enough information to make a case yet. Oh no. Sorry. Big yawns today. I did end up streaming at my, like, usual nighttime, but I might try to... If I'm gonna stream every day for 30 days, I might do a couple that are more in the afternoon or whatever. I could have sworn I've heard that before. Well, we never have enough information. So true. Just admit it. We don't have a clue what happened. That's the goal. I'm gonna try. But they could be very, very short. So, streaming every day doesn't necessarily mean, you know, I could stream for 30 minutes even, and that would count. Hold on, what am I missing here? Let's see. I don't really have much. I mean, I guess we could try to go back to Max, but... Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah. Just because I felt like I wasn't streaming very much recently, and also I was like, you know, I think it's slightly better for me to just stream a little bit more since I have the time, and keeps me doing stuff. Because otherwise I've been too lazy. Oh, you know what? I forgot I can present profiles. That's probably what I need to do. Looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say, bad attitude follows you everywhere. It's a bit arrogant, but it didn't seem bad. Just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal. Not just his attitude. I've got proof. Huh? He left something at the scene of the crime. It was Kaito Kid. One of his magician's trademarks. An incredibly well-made silk hat. does have very classy decorative elements. Hat. Max uses a cloak, silk hat, and white roses as his signature symbols. Indeed. Pretty mundane, aren't they? Who cares if they're mundane? At least they're easy to understand. I mean, it's a little on the nose of tropes, but you know, it worked. It's a classic for a reason. Kind of given Tuxedo Mask a little bit. That's what he said. Ooh, the eyewitness. There was a witness? Tell us about this witness. I think it's the fact that his mouth is so high up compared to where his mustache is. Look at this. He's got a proper mouth curtain. He would never be able to eat anything with that. Like, if his mouth was lower, like down here, I could see it, because he'd be able to eat. But his mouth being like all the way up here is like, he's not gonna be able to get anything in there. He's gonna have to unhinge his jaw to, gonna have to tie his little mustache up every time. Alright. Oh, I guess we could present. Nothing else about this? Okay. Tell me about yourself. Making a really strange, tired-looking face here. Ugh. Not even get stuck. Like, I don't think it could get past that, you know? Like, I don't think it would ever make it to his mouth. Pelican? I was thinking like a snake. Just like, big, unhinge your jaw. You sure you weren't born looking like that? Uh-huh. I wish I was more lively. Right now, I'm just tired. Oh, me too, buddy. I don't even have a good reason to be tired. You know, the other thing, yeah, I think his face proportions also make it look like, just like his face is very high up. Like, you're right, like the chin to mouth ratio is very big. You know, the other thing I wanted to do in order to help myself get back into being productive is, I also wanted to try and do, like, go to the gym for 30 days straight, but I think I'm gonna wait for well, I don't know. I was debating starting it at the same time, but I was like, you know, maybe I'll just start streaming for 30 days first, and then, when the month ticks over, I'll start doing, going to the gym for 30 days straight. Because, like, my stamina and my wakefulness has been so bad that I feel like I need to. But I feel like I want to at least get started on one thing first before I do both. I feel like if I try to do both immediately, that might make me burn out a little bit too much. So I'm going to try and kind of get started on the streaming. No, I don't think there'd be a gym stream. I don't even know. It wouldn't be very interesting. Honestly, one of my biggest problems with exercising is, like, lack of attention. Like, I don't really know what to think about while I'm doing it. Like, some people, I don't know how some people can, like, just go for a bike ride or a jog and just, like, for me, it's like my mind would be like, I have to go do other things, you know? Yeah, it depends. Like, sometimes for, like, really high cardio stuff, sometimes like a good song can help. You know, music makes me... But the other thing is, like, but I also just don't know what to, like, look at, and that really bothers me. Like, whether I'm at the gym or, like, even if I don't really like to do, like, typical outdoor exercise, like running or biking. I mean, the only thing I do is, like, hiking, but hiking you're always actually... I don't know, it's different. But, like, I never know what to look at, and that really bothers me, so that's why, like, I need to have like I take my phone so I can watch stuff usually. Because otherwise, like, I don't, it really bothers me that I don't know what to look at. Or if it's like a certain type of exercise where you're only using like your arms or your feet. And then like, I don't know what to do with my like hands, you know? I don't know why. Like, I don't like people watching, so it makes me like really kind of anxious to do some of those things. But I used to, a couple years ago, I actually was very good about going to the gym. But it's been a while. Mainly just because my gym is kind of far, so I stopped getting in the habit of going. But I guess I will go. So I don't end up like Gumshoe here. How old is Gumshoe again? Oh god, is he the same age as me? Oh god! We're not the same age. It's worse. I feel like, yeah, I've tried exercising at home, but I feel like I need to, I feel like I need to go out. If I'm at home, there's like a blurred boundaries of when things are supposed to start and end. Like, I feel like I have to go out, you know? That's just how it's worked for me in the past. I just have to, like, get myself in a habit of going. And once I do that, it's fine. Yeah, you know, but actually when I had a dog, like, I would sometimes listen to music while walking him, but not always. Although with my dog, it wasn't always, like, super long walks because he was pretty small. If you have, like, a really energetic dog or, like, a working dog, then yeah. I stayed out of that one. I'm older than Gumshoe. How sad. How sad. Oh yeah, I was gonna present more profiles. Get more insight on people. Going down this time, pal. Oh, is that right? She's been practicing 1,000 cracks a day, pal. Cracks, wait. You don't mean cracks of the whip. Maybe she should work on lawyering more. I've gotten affidavits from most of the performers at the circus. They're certainly a strange bunch of characters. You don't say. I'm not stranger than you, I suppose. So cold. I'm sorry. I was just messing around. Why are they being such sad sacks today? That's my job. Alright. Let's present her with this. After practice was over, Dad went right back to his room. His room? Yeah. That door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room. Oh. Yeah. Good night. That's right. It's a working day for everybody else. Sad. I don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. Wonder what happened. Ringmaster's room is probably a good idea to check it out myself. All right. I look so cute in this picture. I like her little hop. It kind of reminds me of, I think I've played it before on some of my, like, drawing or miscellaneous streams, but, the Vivinos channel? Vivinos is really popular right now because they make Alien Stage, but they have a couple of other videos, or, like, a couple, like, original characters and storylines not related to that. So they have, a couple of, like, ones that are, I guess they're like girls or high school girls or demons or whatever. And there's one that has like a cute little hop dance move like that. Don't you think I look cute? Don't you? Don't you? You sure do. No objections here. Cool. This lady's got a whip. She's an animal tamer, huh? Sorta. Two women with whips. That's my cue to shut up and act like a good boy. Oh. Although she doesn't have a whip. This, Regina. It's like a little wand or staff. Okay. Nothing to say about that. It's Max. Hey, where is Max now anyways? You don't know? Nope. He's been arrested. He's charged with the murder of your father. It's okay. Nick and I will help him. Max isn't the guy, is he? I mean the criminal? Of course not. I'm worried about so many things right now. Like what? Giggle? Yeah. Maya, you're a spirit channeler? Yep, still training though. Sounds like fun. I think you should join us at the circus. Huh? As a spirit channeler? Yeah, you'd be a big hit. Really? Yeah, I think so too. Phoenix, be quiet. Alright. Oh, there we go. Regina, what's on your mind? I'll tell you, Maya, but just you. Ah. Well... Really? Yeah, and then... Oh, that's incredible, Regina. Hey, Nick. There's no reason to pout. Don't worry about me. Regina told me somebody professed their love to her. Is it Max? Aha! Not only that, it was Maximilian Galactica. Wow. Wonder how many people have stolen one of his hearts anyways. And then, on the exact same day, another person professed their love to her as well. What? Ooh. Someone named Trilo. Trilo, huh? Apparently he's a tenor who sings in the circus? Haven't met him yet. Regina seems to be quite the hit with the men in the circus. She is very cute. She must have some sort of strange power over them. You're not kidding. Two people in one day? Even I want to profess my love for her. Maya, calm down. Me too, she's so cute. Alright. Oh, here we go. Ringmaster's room. Here we are. Belong to the victim. Oh, trophies. This must be where Max met with the ringmaster last night. Now that you mention it, it is what he said. Wonder what... interesting poster back there. Ah, it's Max. Oh, there is a poster of Max back here. I was looking at the big one. Oh, he looks quite sultry here. I want it, Nick. Hello, hello. Ugh, I want to get out of here. Like, doesn't he look... I think he's just shirtless, but he looks quite nude. Like, he just has on, like, leggings or high boots. A lot of posters here, don't you think? There are indeed. So many posters that they aren't likely to miss one, are they? She's always stealing. Maya, we're supposed to be the honest ones around here. But you didn't even notice that I took one. Ah, she already swiped it. Hehe. You're incorrigible, you know that? Emblazoned with Max's 3 famous symbols. Oh, what was it? The top hat, the rose, and something else. More. Look at all the stars on this poster. Must have been the poster they used to promote their public appearances. I feel like my voice is going very quickly today. I guess I haven't been, excuse me, practicing talking very much. What do you mean? We should make posters to promote our law firm. Spine-tingling legal action. Mind-numbing legalese. You will say wow. Or perhaps, hold it. Don't miss out on a stunning life or death courtroom thrill ride. With those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic. You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat. And they call this the face of somebody who already knew that. What? Scrap of white paper sticking out of the coat pocket. Oh, it's paper? I thought it was like a folded handkerchief. Calm down, Maya. Can't go rummaging through people's coats. Ugh. They always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. This is where the ringmaster applied his makeup. Oh, wait, is this his mustache on the desk? Is his mustache removable? Quite a collection of the most understated colors. Shocking pink, for example. This one says 100% all-natural organic mascara. This one says sensitive enough for baby, strong enough for a mime. Ringmaster must have been really concerned about skincare. Very metrosexual. Oh man, that is so dated. Nobody says metrosexual anymore. Do you remember that? I remember that. Back in like, when I was in like high school or whatever, people said that about like guys who were for straight guys who would like take care of their appearance or whatever. I feel like that's completely gone out of like people's vernacular now. Although I feel like it's also just more normal for guys to like take care of that stuff now, or to be able to do so publicly without like ridicule. Like, you know, for guys that just have like hand lotion or stuff like that, or have like actually look into like good like face cleansers. Honestly, my dad's kind of like that. Ringmaster must have been, oh, blah 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 blah. His mustache is a toupee. A toupee mustache. Really? That's funny. I'm kind of surprised that it would even be like, that it'd even make it to Australia. It's even weirder too because it doesn't really make sense, because it's not like it's a sexuality. It's just saying that you're a straight guy who, I don't know, I guess people are trying to equate it with being like girly or fashionable, or I don't know, conscious about your health. But I'm like, it's not. I feel like it's just normal now. I feel like people are more treated just as more normal. Like, I think I remember, I think my stepsister actually said something about it once. I think she made a joke about my dad. I think it was just because he had like hand lotion or hand cream or whatever. Which isn't that weird nowadays. All these frames look the same. Yeah, what are these anyways? Awards? Almost look like thank you cards. Looks like every year the Ringmaster made donations to charity. Oh. To the Robot Clown Research Center? You're kidding, right? What? They may be able to perfectly... they may be a perfectly reputable charity in the field of advanced tomfoolery. Robot clowns? That's too many fetishes. Oh, that's the other thing. I was talking about clowns earlier. That's the other thing I know about clowns is like, there's people who like don't like clowns, are afraid of them, just don't really like it. Then there's people who kind of like it or are indifferent to it. And then there's people who like have like a clown fetish specifically. So I guess my overall impression of clowns is always like something weird. Ah, Nick, look at all the photos lined up on the wall. Like a guided tour of this circus's history. It's so cool. Seems like there were so many happy memories. Maybe we should do this sort of thing at our office. I don't know if our office has happy memories. I think our office has a lot of deaths associated with it. We can put up pictures of all our clients who have been found not guilty. Actually, that's not a bad idea considering how many celebrities we work for. How many celebrity clients we have. What if we had a client who was found guilty? We'll just pretend like they didn't exist. That's a good strategy. Nick, now you've got me thinking about losing cases. Why'd you do that? A lot of trophies. Nick, look at all these cute trophies? I guess. Indeed. Oh, hold on a second. All these trophies the circus has won, like All County Quiz Champions, a Ringmasters Association Mini Golf Master, Beer Belly Balloon Bounce Champ, Pet Grooming Grand Prix. Wow, Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could have never imagined. I don't know if those are things that are very helpful for the circus. Table for guests. There's some scraps, some papers scattered on top. Look at this. Mac's salary is written on this piece of paper. Yikes. What is it? I didn't know that a magician... His salary, it's incredible. She looks like she's about ready to pass out from shock. How much? That much? Incredible, huh? I could say that again. This must be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. Ringmaster signed and dated it. What's the matter, Nick? Max definitely got a raise. But this document's dated a week ago. Oh. Oh, more? This was on the table he used when visitors came to see him. Ew, there's mud caked on the table. Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes up on the table. Nick, don't even think about it. I wasn't. How uncouth do you think I am anyway? Strange. Everything else looks nice. But this desk looks old and cheap. Really? It all looks the same to me. A really big photo on the desk. Picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster. He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father. I think that's everything. Whew. Wait, did we... We just got... Oh, I could check it. Huh. Nothing. Alright. Yeah. I guess we can go back and talk to Max about it. Max's hat. Beautiful, isn't it? I thought up the idea for wearing the hat. Really? Yep. I took my sketches to the hat shop. And they made a custom hat for him based on my sketches. There's only one of these silk hats in the entire world. Isn't that cool? I guess. I guess the idea of like custom clothing is kind of cool. It'd be kind of interesting if something like that became more common again. Let's see, Gumshoe. Yeah. Okay. Probably nothing to say about this. I think we'll have to just talk to Max. I don't think we've presented the profiles to Max either. And then I think I'll end. I think it's just going to be short 3 hours. Just because my voice is feeling a little hoarse today. Maybe not hoarse, but I don't know. Feels a little out of practice. What about this? Oh. No? Not unique? Ah, my silk hat. Oh, I forgot to do his voice. It's the only one of its kind in the world. One of my most prized possessions. This silk hat proves that I was somewhere else. Where did they find this? Huh, sweetie? Found it at the murder scene. I don't know nothing about nothing. Oh man, he's so pathetic like this. Max must be really confused. Let's see. Time zone photo. Nick, you mind giving that to me when the case is over? Okay. Okay. Nothing to say about the boss? Ah, my sweetie pie. She must be really lonely with me all cooped up in here. Actually, she was laughing and rolling around with her tiger. She is my special someone, and I am her special someone. My Takubetsu Nahito. Oh, I guess we could try that. Maybe that's what the document's for. I have to do it this way. Alright. Although I don't think we have enough for 3, but we can try it one at a time, maybe. Last night you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such? Exactly. We reached an agreement about my salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth. The whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary? I hate lies, and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? Do you have proof I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? That's on the table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said you received quite a raise. Is there a problem with being well compensated? Not being compensated. Just the date. It's from a week ago. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous. Okay, we got one. Alright, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room. He called you? Sorry, sweetie. That's private. Ringmaster called him. I wonder if there was a problem. Perhaps you could share what you spoke about? Well, not if I don't have to. Oh, look at how much health it's gonna eat up. It's gonna eat up 3 bars. Alright, we're not gonna pursue this just yet, because I don't think these are gonna do it. I think we're gonna need something else. What does Maya think? Which poster's cooler? This one or Steel Samurai poster? Not a big fan of either of them. Just putting a poster of a magician in a law office is kind of strange. Not stranger than a hunk of junk carrying around that spear. No matter how great a medium I become, no way I can make this kind of money. So it's money you're after? You only live once, right? Well, you might as well live it fabulously. Look at it. Really does look like it can fly. It does have a feather on it. Maybe that's why you think it can take off. You're right. Nick, I bet you could wear a hat like this. A lawyer? This is like one of those famous detectives, one of those hats a famous detective would wear. I don't think it's the right kind of hat. But the hat as big as yours, you'd probably bust a hole in it. Your badge is still shining. Barely. Maybe showing it a bit of wear, but I try to take good care of this thing. Sure do love to show it off. I love to whip it out. Oops, I didn't mean to. I was gonna do, profiles. Once you start channeling spirits, say you lose sight of who you actually are. Do you really believe that? No, but just in case, I plan to write my autobiography. Autobiography? It doesn't really seem the type. What's the matter? You've been acting strange for a while now. Mac, he's just some country bumpkin. Hey, he's still a famous magician. I guess, but his name is Billy Bob Johns. Yikes, poor guy's got 3 first names. Guess that is pretty odd. Oh well, if a big star can do it, you can pretend to be exotic too, Nick. Me? Big star? Max Galactica's a pretty big name. Anyway, what do you think about Naruhodo A. Wrighto? What? I was gonna say, Phoenix is already pretty flashy. Naruhodo A. Wrighto. What's the A stand for? A stands for... I was gonna make that joke. A stands for attorney. I'll think about it. I got a Steam achievement for that. So silly. No matter what the crime, we always meet the same detective at the scene. Sometimes it seems like he's the only detective on the force. That would make Gumshoe really elite, wouldn't it? Something tells me that no matter how you look at it, he's anything but elite. You know, if she wasn't so mean, I think she and I would get along. Yeah, but that's the problem. She is mean. And that whip, that thing hurts. Really hurts. Kinda cool, though. I wouldn't mind having a whip myself. Bet that cracking that whip on you once or twice would be just what the doctor ordered. What? Why? Me? Jane is so cute. I have to admit, her smile does have a sort of hypnotic power. Can you believe she's an animal tamer? That's so cool. I'd like to try and try animal taming someday. And Nick, lie down, roll over. Once this case is solved, I'll roll over for you as many times as you want. That's weird of both of them to say. Yay. Remember, you promised, Nick. Everyone loved the ringmaster. I'm told. Why would anyone want to kill such a beloved man of the big top? Motive will surely be a point of contention tomorrow in court. You can count on that. Alright, well, it's kind of early, but like I said, I'm going to stop it here. And, I'll probably do this again tomorrow. I'll probably do Phoenix again tomorrow unless I'm really distracted with something else. But otherwise, I'll try to go for day 2. Oh, sorry, I'm so tired. Ugh. I will work on fixing my sleep schedule and stamina. But I think tomorrow I probably will go for like another evening stream. Maybe a tiny bit earlier, but still evening. I might try to do afternoon stream some other time. But that's the plan anyways. Alright, bye-bye, good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. But good night for me. Ugh, my eyes. My eyes are so sleepy. I kind of want to play Balatro, but I'm like, I shouldn't. I need to cool down on it. I was going pretty hard on it last week. I gotta cool down on Balatro. Okay. Bye-bye. Good night.